Ah, mm. This melon, right, was so big, and I've eaten it all, and I munch it away. It's so awesome. But I have to tell you, when I was small, this was one of the most traumatic foods that I have experienced. Like, I could get really sick. I could really physically just vomit by smelling it. And my parents have caused this trauma, the way how they had this belief, like, that their discipline and the boys would be necessary, is like that you eat what comes on the table. And if it is on the table, you have to eat it, right? And there are certain things as a child, and we know now, it's like you just don't want. And I think it's not fair to force someone to eat something. But anyway, what is important is I have done a lot of work regards all the stuff with my parents. I've let go of my parents. I have gone onto the journey of the lost son, and have come back and loved them dearly for who they are, and have given their best. And at times it wasn't good enough, as all our parents try. I think that's the big challenge. That's the gift of parenthood, that you just can do your best, and even though it won't be good enough, but you do it anyway, and you hope for forgiveness and for learning and growth. So now there comes the point. What I want to tell you about trauma is that when you do the work, it's really important, because the trauma will be stored in your memory for as long as you don't overwrite the story. So sexual abuse trauma, overstepping of boundary traumas, anything that is traumatic in your life that needs to be reproven if it's still valid. Because you can't do the work and resolve the causes of your problems without affecting it. The symptoms. The symptom is, I can't go near a melon. The cause are my parents, the way how my parents forced me to eat the melon, and these little seeds and so on that just were for me terrible. So now you have to prove this again. It's like, is this really real? After I have changed and healed the cause, is the symptom still the same? And so no, the symptom is not the same. I love these melons now. They just are so nourishing and full of water and full of sweetness and vitamins and whatever. It's like, yo, I want those. But remember, this is really important, particularly with a lot of sexuality things. There comes a time that you have run around the block over and over and over again, and you're telling yourself, I'm traumatized, I'm the victim, I'm this, I'm that. And you need to sooner or later stop. Stop and know that you have the strength and the courage and the balls to step into that territory that actually was overwritten by trauma, and prove if that is still the case, or have you by now already solved the cause. And if the cause is been healed, is been accepted, expressed, let go, then there is no symptoms to it anymore. It's just cool. So for you to explore another area again that used to be traumatized, but not anymore, is really, really vital to get back out there in life. A healer of mine that I follow, he said to me in like a personal audience, and he said, Kai, you need to take part in life again. And for so many years, it's like, what did he mean? And so on. And life is about the experiences that have been given to you. All the experiences of life that are there. And for people that find themselves to be traumatized by something in their life, it could be anything, right? A car accident, or just our society, because we're not just like that. You have to still get back out there again and prove, if you haven't done the healing work. I mean, I know so many people, and they're healing and healing and healing and healing, and all the healing is not done anything Up until now, you prove that the healing is done. That means you step into the reference point that used to be traumatized and realize, wow, here's no trauma. This actually tastes nice. This actually is enjoyable now. So yeah, I have healed the trauma. So the main thing that I would say is like become aware of it and have a curiosity, a playfulness, and an innocence towards all the areas that had a shadow now, or there's like they were dark or were scary. Just go out there again, slowly, really step by step. And here comes the big thing that I need to remind myself in my current moment at the moment, when I get anxiety and panic attacks about there's so much uncertainty, I have no certainty and I don't know where to go, and it's like this will all not work out and whatever. And it's like, remember that fear and excitement is the same chemical cocktail in your body. It's just the way how you judge it. If you give it an expression of joy and excitement to it, or you're just like, oh my God, this is scary and full of fear. So go slowly, but allow yourself to go. I always say to people, it's like when we talk about shame or so, I tell them, okay, you saying you have no shame, so prove it. Prove it. Prove that you have no shame. Go there and speak about it and see if you're closed in your throat, if you can point out all the details and can speak about the details. Not just like, how was your shopping experience? Yeah, I went in the supermarket and I paid and I went out. That's the way how it normally goes. So no, tell me exactly what was in the shelves and what areas of the supermarket have you gone to and what products stood out to you, what resonated and what did you hate and whatever it's like, and who did you meet and what emotions did you feel. Right? If you can speak in absolute detail about it, then you know you're free. But otherwise, it's this kind of wishy-washy generalization, and I've been in and out, and that's it. Good. I have no shame. Go out there and explore it again. Stay in charge of yourself, of your own experience. Let yourself be guided by your intuition. She is the ruler, he's the servant. So your masculine, to make you safe, that is your servant. He serves and makes the area safe for you to explore. But he'll tell you, hold on, slow, a little bit, come on. But if you have the vision, you know, it's like, look, it's okay, I feel safe enough, let me go. Thanks that you're there, thanks that you want to make it slow. And then move forward and don't drink a whole pint of juice or whatever, because your body maybe still will react to it and then you have a bad experience, you don't want it. So, but smell it, touch it, and see what happens. It's like, okay, my body, I'm not getting sick anymore. This actually smells quite lovely. And then you maybe scoop up a little piece. And then you try a little piece and see how it melts on your tongue. And it's like, hey, my vision is right. My vision says get more stuck in. I want more of that. And the masculine says, no, okay, I'll take a little bit more. Don't eat the whole thing, but just take a little bit and see how it goes, right? Thanks that you're there. Thanks that you keep me safe in this whole exploration of the new. And it's like, wow, this is really cool. And then you end up like me, right? A whole thing is gone, and it's the second and it's the third. And I explore now since maybe a year or so that I really started to love lemons because I have healed the cause. The experience that used to be responsible for why I was traumatized. There's nothing wrong with the melon, but it was the experience that I had through someone else that made me to that. So hope this helps you, that if you have done all the work, that you have worked so hard, don't allow yourself to reap the rewards and the price for having done the work by re-exploring these areas that you have freed up. And therefore you need to go out, you need to take part in life again. To when your intuition calls and says like, you know what, this melon is like quite good. Go out and have a little bit of it and walk with your masculine, with your safety, with your protector, with your bodyguard, and also with your vision. and she's leading you. She tells you, look, I want to have sexual relationships again with another guy. I go there. I would like to do this, and I'd like to get intimate again. And I'd like to go into a relationship and get really close and experience love and being loved and whatever. Because you just are. Just when you have done the work, you will see you have healed so much of the trauma. And then it's free for joy, for happiness, for all sorts of other things. And if you work in balance with them both, in sacred union with your masculine and your feminine, slowly but surely following your vision, serving your vision, then you'll have great experiences in life, and it becomes the paradise on earth again, heaven on earth. So you deserve to reap the benefits of your work, and no work is done for nothing. There's always, it's worthwhile, and no matter how old you are, you can start right now, and you will reap immediate benefits by doing the work. Just don't work on the symptoms, like avoiding the melon, because no way, the melon is horrible, I hate it. No, let go of that. Love your enemy. This used to be my enemy, and I started to love it again. And then I fall in love with it even more. Now I'm eating it all the time. So, whatever you're doing, whatever you're reclaiming from a dark space to a light space full of joy and happiness, have the balls to get back there again and ride into the areas and explore them, whatever they have been taken away from you, or reclaim them. And for that, follow your intuition.